Good morning. Margot and I having a cuddle by the Arga in the warm, aren't we? Yeah. Little poodle. My dad's just gone home now. Had a nice evening. Had a Chinese, watched the rugby. I had too much Prosecco. I can't take it these days. I used to be able to sink a load and now I can't. I felt really ropey. It's my own fault. And I'm just cooking some bacon for Wilf. He's going to have a toasted bacon and scrambled egg sandwich. I did a full English breakfast this morning. Actually, I didn't. I did toast, beans, eggs and bacon. So not full English, but that was well needed. I needed that. Whoa. I think an afternoon nap is in order today. Today is one of my favourite days of the year because the clocks go back. So we get that extra hour that they stole from us in the spring on Mother's Day. The cheek of it. So that's it. So today's lovely, 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 lovely day. I'm dressed in comfy, scrumpy clothes. Got my tracksuit bottom on that I got mud on it when I went out to the chicken coop that I got from Vinted. And oh, look at these socks. If you follow Karen on Photo3P on Instagram, you will see some of the most beautiful hand knitted and naturally dyed socks you will ever see in your life. And I am a lucky person because I've got at least 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got at least 4 pairs. I might have 5, but I've definitely got 4 of socks that she's knitted. These were, oh, what were they dyed with? Can't remember, but aren't they gorgeous? Now, I only wear these when I'm slobbing about at home because they are just a few rows too short, so they slip off in my boot. And I love them so much, I just don't want to wear them out or wreck them. So I wear them when I can just admire my feet. Aren't they lovely? I love them. So beautiful. The colour. I'm going to go and look up what they were dyed with now. I found out the information. They were dyed with particularly vicious stinging nettles. And the pattern is Open Hands, Open Heart by Twin Set and Pearl. I think I've got that right. Let me check. Yes, I did. Open Hands, Open Heart sock pattern by Twin Set and Pearls. And Karen dyed them using stinging nettles. Amazing the colour that's come from it. Oh, I just feel so lucky that these are my socks. They are so beautiful. What a lucky duck. Malcolm's just been, he's my neighbour down the road, and he brings the poppies around every year. So for those of you who don't know, the poppy appeal is for the Royal British Legion, and it raises money for servicemen and their families. So I like to support it because both my granddads served in the war, and my dad is Royal Naval Air Crew. Well, he's retired now. So I like to support the poppy appeal. The thing that I don't like about the poppy appeal is millions and millions and millions of these poppies get sold every single year and have done for decades. How many of these little plastic buttons are in our ground in landfill? How many millions of these? And the plastic bit on the back, or the plastic stalk, that's the problem I have with this. Why can't they just do a paper button? The rest of it's paper. Why does the middle bit there have to be plastic? It's not good. But the appeal is good, and I always 100% support it. Always, always, always. I've had had a few questions about my fire lighters. Mostly, what happens to the wax? Does it just melt everywhere and make a mess? And if it's scented wax, if they were to use it to light a barbecue, let's say, would it make the food smell? So in my experience, no. Once the wax is all burnt away, the smell's gone. There isn't a lingering smell. And if you are using them to light a fire that goes with a chimney or a wood burner, you don't really get the smell in the room either, which is a shame because these smell lovely. And the wax just burns away. It doesn't make a mess. Just goes. Yeah, so you can use them to light outdoor cooking and, well, anything really. Also, if you dry out I got this top tip from one of you guys. If you dry out your orange peels, they make really good fire lighters. I've got down in the local shop, they do freshly squeezed orange juice, and I'm going to ask them if I can have some of their rinds. They gave me some before. Oh, Wilf's shouting to me. I'm going to light this and then I'm going to make a coffee. I'm having a slow day today. I did manage to get a coat of varnish on the step yesterday as well as paint the door frame, so I feel like if I could get another coat of varnish on that step today, maybe sow some sweet peas, I'm going to be winning at life. I'm back in here in this room and I'm knitting and I'm having a lovely time, and it is sunny outside and blustery, so I just sort of feel like this is the best place to be. I'm going to put another log on the fire. Oh, I couldn't remember for a second why I'd picked up my phone to record. Now, my dad yesterday arrived with a hedgehog house from my mum. Her husband, Chris, made this hedgehog house, but there's no way in and out of their garden, their current garden, so I've got it. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. I just need to find the best spot for it, but I've put it down already, and I need to look up, do I need to fill it with any bedding or anything like that? So it's great. When I venture outside, I'll show you it, but don't you worry. Womble, the hedgehog, as I've named it, don't know if it's a boy or a girl, Womble, because it looks like Wombles of Wimbledon, has got a lovely home. I've just been picking up the stitches for the button band, and I've got down to here and realised that I need to do my bind off on the bottom ribbing before I can do the button band, so I'm going to start that now. But I wanted to show you this little bag. Oh, got dirty nail, that's gross, ignore that. This little bag was given to me by Joe, Pickle Lily, and what I've done, I'm not going to be able to show you with one hand. Let me come back, hold on. I tied it on too securely. So I put this end cap on here, tied my little bag on, because inside my little bag is the yarn that I'd kept for, oh, getting in a muddle here. I've kept this for the Italian zone bind off. I never really know how much you need. I always end up with way too much, but which makes it hard to handle and to work with, but I don't want to run out halfway through. Well, I have sat here in my cosy den all day. Oh, what a treat. What an absolute treat. I haven't even had a nap. What are you doing now? But it did take me a really long time to do this sewn bind off. I've done it now. Pleased with that. Right, I'm going to go and do some food, shopping and then cooking. I forgot to get the roast out of the freezer, so I'm going to go down to the local shop and just see what they've got, and then, I don't know, put together a roast dinner of a fashion. This is the hedgehog house that my stepdad has made. It's really good. I just need to fathom out where to put it. It's bedtime for me. It's 9:30, which in my body is 10:30 because the clock's changed today. So I'm going off to bed. It's been a bit of a luxurious day today. I've done nothing but lounge around. I did cook a roast dinner, and it's really funny because I didn't have plain flour, so I made the Yorkshire puddings with bread flour, and they didn't rise as well as they would normally, and I was a bit disappointed with them, but Wilfred said that they were the most delicious Yorkshire puddings I've ever made. So I'm not complaining. So I'm saying goodnight now, but first, before I go, I want to show you the progress on my cardigan, because what I've done today is I've finished off a sleeve. I've finished the rib of one of the button bands, the band that the buttons will go on. And I've done a Italian sewn bind off tubular cast off type jobby on the rib at the bottom and the button band. I've just got to do the cuffs. Oh, I'll show you. Cool, look how lovely and green that looks. Yeah, I've just got this cuff to do and this cuff to do with the sewn bind off. I've done the bottom of the rib here and this button band. You like it, don't you? You like it. What are you doing? You've had your good night treat. Bunny. You are naughty. You are a pain in the bum. Right, this morning I woke up panicking that I hadn't blown the candles out last night. I woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning, so I'm going to blow this one out now with you, and then I'll know. There. Good night, everyone.